Hey everybody, today we're going to tie one of my favorite dry fly patterns, mainly because it's so versatile. Just by changing simple dubbings, you can emulate any hatch that's going on at that time. This bug rides just below the surface and floats very well in that such a natural way that it attracts trout to it. Never gone wrong with it. Here we go with the ugly bug. Okay, we're gonna start this fly off with a number 12, just like a utility hook. It's or a dry fly hook. We're going to take 70 black thread and wrap it just behind the eye, back to the curve of the hook. Trim off the excess, and then we're going to pull a couple of pieces of turkey feather and just tie on a nice tail and then spread them out a little bit. I want the body of this bug to be really heavy, so I'm gonna tie this, I'm gonna rewrap up towards the eye of the hook, and that helps me to build the body a little bit before I trim off. Then I'll take the thread back to the tail. And this is actually one of the simple flies. I love simple flies that catch fish. We're going to take a little bit, this is strictly dubbing. We're going to take some bright yellow dubbing. I change colors on this fly depending on the hats that I'm trying to emulate a little bit. And on this particular fly, we're going to use yellow dubbing. And then I'm like a matted gray rabbit dubbing. And we're going to build a fat body on this fly. I want it to float just below the surface a little bit. And when this dubbing gets a little wet, it'll go down a little bit. I don't use a whole lot of floatant on these particular flies because I want them to go below the surface. Now here's the unique part of this fly. I take just like a coarse rabbit dubbing and I just wrap it around the thread just enough to fold it over the thread so it holds on. That's it. And then it really looks awful right now. You'll see what I'm talking about when we finish pulling off. You wrap it on and then just use your fingers to pull it back as you're going around. And then pull off the excess. And we're going to do it again. We're going to wrap it just enough to stay on the thread, not tight at all. And then as we go around, we're going to use our fingers of our other hand to pull back away and then wrap quite a bit, and then you'll just lift it up and pull out the excess, and you'll see this process. This bug looks so natural in the water because bugs typically aren't uniform and there's scragglies going everywhere with them. So this particular bug is, I do really well with this. So this is one you definitely want in the box. Then I'll take the scissors and we'll trim the thread after we've done several whips, and do a little head cement. Wipe off the excess and then just build up the hairs a little bit. Yeah, and then we'll take a look at it. And then what I like to do is I like to just trim off the real scraggly parts. It's nice that it looks like this, but I like to keep it just a little bit groomed. Not a lot, but just a little bit. I'll just knock off some of the real wild ones. And well, there you have it, the ugly bug. This fly is a trout killer in between hatches. I love this fly. So change the colors a little bit if you like in your area. That's great. This one works in my area. So hey, we thank you for joining us. It's the ugly bug. Please remember to subscribe and like and share, and leave us some comments down below after you try it and see what you think. Thanks for joining us, and remember, until next time, life's a gift. Get outdoors.